Welcome to episode number 72, You. I am your host, Damon Soka. Today, this is for you. You matter to the Lord. As I sat down to prepare this podcast this week, I saw you, and I felt your suffering. That one person struggling this week just to get through another week. You're exhausted, drained, have little desire to get out of bed, much less accomplish anything. You're going through the motions, walking through life more like a zombie than a person. You say the right things, you do the right things, you read your scriptures, you go to church, you're being a part of a family, but you don't feel it. You don't feel much of anything, and your anxiety about everything you are not feeling and not getting done is eating you alive. Life doesn't feel much like living. You're trying your best to grasp the iron rod through the mist of darkness, but every time you reach out, you don't feel it. So you grope in the darkness for a rod that must be there, but just can't be felt. You have more than enough guilt about what you're not doing, feeling, loving, serving, and providing. You give what you have to those around you, but you have so little to give it feels like a few drops in a lake of needs. You fall exhausted into bed, say your prayers, but with little more than a routine set of thank yous and please helps. But you don't feel the words. They're just words. Sleep is really your only escape until you have to get up and do it all over again. You want to feel passion for life again. You want a desire to do good. You want to feel it and have the energy to accomplish it. You want to be that person they talk about in church who does everything, including 3 pages of journal writing every night, recording their entire life. If you recorded anything right now, you certainly wouldn't want to read it later. You're dragging through life, hoping that something will change, that you will wake up and the cloudy life you know now has been reborn with sunshine and birds. You don't feel much like going to church or doing anything spiritual. Even the temple seems burdensome, and you're almost glad that it's closed for now. You don't know where to turn, what to change, where to get help. You are just overwhelmed, overburdened, and at the very end of a long rope with no energy to climb. You really don't feel much like living. And maybe suicide has entered your thoughts, and maybe just more than a few times. It's not that you really want to end your life, but you don't want to be in the present one either. Your testimony, that was once a blazing fire, is now barely a candle, and the wind blows it out regularly. You wonder if there is a God, and if He is there, if He is even listening to you. So you lose yourself in music that fits your mood, entertainment and media, social and otherwise. You try to escape any way that you can, and you are simply exhausted of pretending that life is okay, and you will get through it. You feel so alone, no matter where you are or who is in the room. I want you to know that you matter to me. You say, but I don't know you. I say that I do know you better than you think. The Lord has let me feel your concern. I have been where you are. I know the pain and the suffering, the thoughts of suicide, the thoughts of taking anything that will make you feel better than you do. I know you. I know your heart, your desires, or lack of desire, your exhaustion, and most of all, I have felt what you have with your testimony, a candle in that wind. The Lord wants you to know that you matter to Him. He wants you to know it. You matter to Him more than you understand. The Lord during His life did not focus on administering the gospel. He left that to others. He ministered to each person who suffered deeply, as you do. I have no doubt that He has been by your side. He has sent others who have already lived their lives to your side to minister to you. They love you deeply and they care for you. Many of them you knew them on this earth. They do not leave you alone. If you listen, you will feel them minister to you. The Spirit will tell you that they are there. They hold your hand. They wrap you in their arms. They weep when you do. They are there beside you at night, and they watch over you. I can tell you that you are never alone, even when it might feel that way. You have not lost your testimony. It's right where the illness left it. It's just covered for now, but it will return to that blazing fire that once was. This is just a moment in time, and moments pass and healing does come. I know that the Lord probably seems miles away when you pray, and I know truthfully that He kneels with you at night. You are choice unto Him, and He does know you. You might worry about sin, but He does not. He is there. I know that because He has told me so. Just ask Him to let you feel His presence and feel the warmth wash over you. You have wondered and questioned and can't understand why He would cause anyone to suffer the way you do. He knows, and He hears more than just those words. He hears those whispered sermons of the heart, the ones you simply can't put into words. What I want you to know more than anything is that today He is there. He hears and is listening, and not from some planet far away in the universe, but by your side. I have felt so strongly that you are there listening this time. You want to know if the Lord is there, if He hears you, if He even cares. I tell you that He does, and that you will feel His presence as you have never felt before. Just ask, listen, and wait, and what will come to you will be powerful, uplifting, and give you that strength to go on. You matter to me, and you matter to the Lord, and He desires that you know that. Keep the faith and do your part, and we will talk to you next week.